Welcome to rickzette23. Our discussion for today, for a change, I have a list with me. Tips, paano nagtagal ang relasyon namin ng husband and wife. For me, first is you should getting to know each other first, like build a friendship so you know what should difference each other, the culture, the attitudes, the lifestyle they had, if it's in the UK or abroad, the Westerners, so you have to adjust because in Philippines they have a different lifestyle or different upbringing of your family. Like in Westerns is the more independent, they're more not relying to their family, they do themselves, they separate to their family when they reach a certain age, like when they're 18 years old. As long as they can stand by themselves and they already start working, and then you have to know the values, what they eat. Normally in the Philippines we eat mostly rice, morning, lunch, evening, snacks. In other country or abroad, they eat potato, veg, or salad or other thing. Sometimes if you go into the other country, like in the UK, you have to adjust yourself. You have to eat normally what they eating, like the vegetable, potato, or other pasta, noodles in other country, or vegetable, salad, without rice. So that is the struggle for me when I went to UK. You have to adjust yourself, and you have to build a friendship with your husband, to know each other differences. Like if you don't like this one, you have to adjust yourself. If he says something directly to you, but for them it's just straightforward. See what you get. Here, if they straight saying to you the word, you feel offended, and then it's hard for you to take it seriously. But for them, it's just the way when they say it, that's it, and then they forgot. So that's my first tip. This is based on my own experience with my husband. I've been married for 16 years this year, and married last almost 2004. So we're very thankful that we last this marriage. Hopefully will be longer with believing to each other, as long as you love each other, trust and respect. And then don't forget to pray to God, to Lord, that blessing and guidance you whatever to do in your life or your marriage life. And the second for me is, I find it hard is when you argue, when you argue with your husband, you have to be give and take. If your fault, you have to talk that straight away. You need to settle down what's going on. You don't make it worse, the situation. So it will talk about that certain day, what's going on. Sometimes the foreigner or apam, they don't know how the Asian or Filipina, the way, the attitude, like when they arguing, they not feel what's going on. You have to tell to your husband or your boyfriend what's going on, so they know that you feel angry, you have something to say, that you offended, the words like sensitive. And then you have to be honest with each other. You know, if you have made mistake and if you're not sure, you have to tell straight away so they know that you're not really lying. And then you have to support each other hobbies as well. You know, if your husband like the field of he's doing DIY, you have to support him, not put him down. Oh, you know, that doesn't work like that. If he like to go out to do the fishing or go to garden center, or they mostly like doing DIY, so you have to support, and of course they will support you as well. And then if your husband like to play internet games or online game, you just support, because sometimes they have to do that because when they come from work, they want to relax their mind because they've been working for so many hours. And then you have to support, and then my eyes. You're there to give them or praise them that you know they can do it. You know, it takes time. You just building a good like you treated them as your friend. So you know, so trust each other, and don't be keep secretive because they don't know what's going on. So you have to be open, nice way. And then like cooking, they will support you, or you're doing YouTube, they will support you. Then working together as well, like for example, if you've been working and your husband day off, you know, alternate even day. If your husband they will cook for you because you're tired doing long day or doing work for a full day. Then of course, if you're day off and then you have to do the same cooking and clean the house and things like that. So at least it will not show any angriness or like irritate each other. So that's my tip as well, tips. And don't be jealousy. I mean, you can as long as you control, because mostly the Westerners or foreigners, they don't like all this because they straight to the point. You know, they something they'll tell you, but I don't know, sometimes they can tell lie, but you can feel that in your own state. So you sometimes you control yourself. Even me, I'm so jealous. I adjust myself all this when you go to their country, because you will see and you will be aware of what's going on there. Like that you know, you have to trust that person, your husband or your partner, and then been working for so many days, so many hours. So the thing is you have to give it take and understand each other, faults and support. Sometimes and then my husband is older than me, 33 years, so it's also advantage because they more mature, but I don't know, but mostly like that, more mature. They will treat you like a princess, or they treat you like you know, they will support you, they won't, you know, neglect you. For me, in my own experience, and I'm so thankful that, you know, I've been mostly arguing with him all the time. He trying and keep himself understanding my craziness. And you should have your love without limits, you know, not counting what's going on, what I give or what I spend. You know, if you like working both of you together, you know, you just share, like paying the bills or buying something, or you have a plan each other what you're gonna do to the house. You know, your partners to build your future. Like us, we're planning before to back for go to Philippines to buy a house like that, and it happens. Thank you. that's why, you know, you're looking forward, you know, you're working hard, you have investments, so that's why you're aiming of your husband or your partner, both of you the same goal. And of course, you accept your husband pass or your partner. So you have to accept if he have marriage before and children, and of course he will accept your past as well, because that's your past. You know, sometimes you ask yourself, why I have to experience all this, why I've been through this, and you will realize at the end that it will help you to be a better person and to be mature, because if it didn't happen to you, you won't see the difference, and you won't be strong as a person if you didn't been through all this situation or the bad times. So you become a better person, and you try yourself to avoid to do that in the future. So it's give you an inspiration that this experience will give you a strong motivation for yourself that you'll be a strong woman because of what happened. If you know what I mean, guys. And of course, you communicate each other, open communication with kindness, and you should have a solid amount of emotional and physical intimacy. It's not about S, you know what I mean. It's all about physical, you know, companion each other is better than S, this one, because it's the connection each other. You know, you keep your relationship strong for a long time. In this case, if you build a friendship with each other, you will see what's the difference, likes or dislike, or you don't like this one, you know. And even he will know you for so long. So if you're angry, if you're quiet, he will know that something's going on, because you have the foundation of that relationship. Let's say 5 years, 7 years. So it depends how you grow each other. As long as you talk open communication, and then share what you believes, what your plans, so your husband can also share his own, what his comments, or what his point of view for that. And you have to give 100% committed to each other, you know. If you really love someone, committed to that person, that you should completely focus to your husband or partner without doubt. You love them 100%. It doesn't matter if you hurt, as long as you give your best to be on that relationship or marriage. So this is all based on my own experience. So first tip is you build a friendship with each other, so you will know the differences, because foreigner, they have different lifestyle or different family upbringing. But most important is if the foreigner are family orientated, that is also a advantage as well, because they can value the marriage for so long, you know. But it depends, you know, some foreigner have bad childhood, and then they want to have their good family relationship when they grow up. So it depends on the person, but for me, prefer family oriented. And then you have to know the hobbies of your partner or your husband, so you can support, you they can support, you can support each other. You're not bringing him down. Oh, you do things, I don't think it will work for you. At least you try, you give him a confidence that he can do it. That's hobbies like doing DIY, fishing, gardening, whatever. Always support, and don't forget pray as well to Lord that will blessing you and guidance on your marriage. And then talk to each other, make sure that you say I love you. Make you feel secure with the words. Even if you're so busy, as long as you show affection to your partner or your husband, this is the main thing for me. So that's all, folks. I will show all my shout out to my video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share, and comments down below if you have any questions. Thank you very much. God bless. Stay safe. Bye-bye.